that's actually brought successes in our time. Adam, tell us in detail the story of the Radium Girls and the foundation of labor rights.
The story of the Radium Girls involves young women who were hired during World War I to paint watch dials with luminous paint made with radium. They were told the paint was harmless, so they often licked their brushes to get a fine point, unknowingly ingesting deadly amounts of radioactive material. As the years passed, these workers began to suffer from devastating health problems, including tumors, anemia, and their jawbones literally crumbling apart, a condition known as radium jaw. When they tried to seek compensation, their employers denied responsibility and tried to cover up the link between the radium and their illnesses. Determined to get justice, a group of these women, notably Grace Fryer, fought back, forming the Society of Dial Painters, which eventually led to the creation of the first federal occupational safety laws. Their struggle fundamentally changed the concept of corporate liability and paved the way for the labor rights we take for granted today, including the right to a safe workplace and compensation for work-related illnesses. What part of their fight for justice do you find the most inspiring?
Tell us how the efforts they made that was a tragedy then has brought great successes in our time now.
The sacrifices made by the Radium Girls truly laid the cornerstone for the modern occupational safety standards we rely on today. Their fight forced governments to recognize that employers have a legal responsibility to protect their workers from hazardous materials and unsafe conditions. This directly led to the creation of agencies like OSHA in the United States, which set enforceable exposure limits and safety protocols across many industries. Because of their courage, workers today have the right to know about the dangers of their jobs and the means to protect themselves, ensuring that no one has to pay with their life for their livelihood. What other historical labor struggles would you like to discuss?
What really did the women had to pass through just for us to have this benefits we're having today?
The women endured unimaginable suffering. Physically, they watched their teeth and jawbones deteriorate, suffered from severe anemia, and developed painful tumors throughout their bodies. Beyond the physical agony, they were betrayed by their employers who covered up the truth, and they faced a difficult legal battle to even be heard. Their strength in standing up to those powerful corporations is truly what paved the way for the protections we benefit from now.
What a tragedy those women had to face for them to have their rights or for them to be listened to. And so many of us do not really know what so many people had to do for us to have the benefits we're having today. In the 1920s, those young women working in those watch factories were encouraged to point their brushes with their lips to get a fine tip for applying glow in the dark.